Good day, everyone. I'm here to present our topic for Module 3 in Service Culture, which is all about leadership and empathy. In this presentation, we will discuss different leadership styles, especially servant leadership, and kung paano mahalaga ang empathy sa pagiging effective leader. For this session, we have three main objectives. First, identify various leadership styles and theories based on the origins and culture of the organization. Malalaman natin dito kung paano ito nakadepende sa culture at origins or ng organization. Pangalawa, discuss how service leadership emanates from an organizational culture and how it contributes to the development of the self towards social competency and eventually into leadership itself. Last, we will appreciate the importance of empathy in different situations like conflicts, political and social situations, and areas needing cooperation and collaboration to enhance leadership. For our introduction, this is an introductory module on the emerging leadership styles, their origins, and theories of development. This is the knowledge leading to self-development and mastery of personal and social competencies needed for the development and transformation of oneself into leadership roles competence. Ang module ito ay tungkol sa emerging leadership styles, including their origins and theories. This is important because leadership is not only about being in charge, but it also involves self-development and mastery of personal and social competencies. In short, para maging good leader, kailangan muna natin i-develop ang ating sarili. Personal. This is the reason why we study leadership styles is because importante siya sa developing soft skills. Understanding leadership helps improve our personal and social competencies which are essentials when working with other people. Also, culture plays a big role because it is one of the greatest determinants of leadership style, meaning the environment and values of organization affect how leaders behave. Organizational culture also help foster leadership inside the company or organizations. Servant leadership. One leadership style we will focus on servant leadership. According to Robert K. Greenleaf, the servant leader is servant first, meaning leadership starts with the desire to serve others first before thinking of power of position. Servant leadership is a philosophy and practice that enriches people lives, strengthens organizations, and helps create a more caring and just society. So, servant leadership is basically leading by serving. And also, service leadership is connected to the ideas of Abraham Maslow. Maslow believed that one of the ultimate goals of person is helping others realize their value and potential. So in servant leadership, so you don't just focus on your own success, but you help others achieve self-actualization too. In short, servant leadership satisfies humans' development through service and helping others for the greater good for humanity. There are 10 characteristics of servant leadership. First, listening. 2. Empathy. 3. Healing. 4. Awareness. 5. Persuasion. 6. Conceptualizations. 7. Foresight. 8. Stewardship. 9. Commitment to the growth of people. And last, building community. Now, let's talk about empathy. What is empathy? The feeling that you understand and share another person's experience and emotions, the ability to share someone else's feelings. Empathy is defined as the ability to understand and share another person experience and emotions. In simple terms, empathy means nararamdaman mo rin or naiintindihan mo ang nararamdaman ng ibang tao. It is the ability to share someone else's feelings. Empathy is not only an emotion, but it also a skill. Like empathy is the capacity to recognize and to an extent share feelings that are being experienced by another person. Um, it is a capacity to recognize and somehow share the feelings of another person. Two, it is the ability to place oneself in the shoes of another. See through someone else's eyes, it is a means of identifying with another person or group which whom we interact. It's placing yourself in someone else, shoes seeing through their eyes. It is thus a social skill a critical one. Ito naman ay, that's why empathy is critical social skill because it helps us connect and understand other people. And also, if a person use empathy in conflict management, naiintindihan niya yung true nature of the conflict. They can also understand how it affects everyone involved and they can help diffuse or reduce the tensions. Some important skills in diffusing conflict include trust, attentiveness, appropriate responses, shared experience, respect, and support. Empathy as a social competency. Empathy is also considered a social competency. Social competencies are skills that determine how we handle relationships. According to Daniel Goleman, empathy helps us understand others. As a value, empathy helps us develop people, improve service orientation, leverage diversity, and develop political awareness. So meaning, empathy is important not just in personal life, but also in professional settings. Empathic leadership. Empathy is very important in leadership. Leaders have a responsibility to have their staff or team. So if a leader empathetic, they can provide guidance in a way that their employees will appreciate. Empathic leadership creates trust and make employees feel support and understood. Social radar. Empathy also improves what we call social radar. Social radar means the ability to adapt in different situations by understanding others people. Empathy help in understanding others and developing others, which is crucial for excellence. It also seen when people are promoted because leaders recognize their potential and help them grow. Service orientation. Service orientation refers to giving high importance to actions and effort that improve the overall customer experience, meaning and ang focus ng isang organization or employee ay hindi lang basta magbenta or magbigay ng service, but to make sure na masaya, satisfied, and well treated and ang customer. We have empathy blockers. The empathy blockers are things that prevent person from understanding and connecting with others emotionally. May be encountered along the way. Domination, manipulation, dis- disempowerment, and denial. Ang domination, it happens when a person wants to control others or always to be one, always want to be a superior. Instead of listening, they force their opinion and decisions. So, paano na nga ba ito naging black empathy? If you dominate, you don't give space to understand other people's feelings because you focus on power and authority. Number two, manipulation. Manipulation is when someone influences others unfairly for personal benefit. They may use lies, guilt, or emotional pressure. So, paano naging black empathy ito? Instead of sincerely understanding others, manipulation uses emotion as a tool, not as something to respect. Disempowerment. Disempowerment happens when a person makes others feel weak, incapable, or unimportant. They may they may discourage others or take away their confidence. Ito naman, empathy is about uplifting people, but disempowerment does the opposite. It makes people feel worthless. Last, denial. Denial means refusing to acknowledge someone else's feelings, struggles, or reality. When you deny someone emotions, you invalidate them, making them feel unheard and misunderstood. So, ang empathy blockers like domination, manipulation, disempowerment, and denial prevent healthy communication and emotional connections. Instead of understanding others, this behavior creates distance, conflicts, and lack of trust. Empathy blockers result in defensive resistance and resentment, blocked feelings, lowered self-esteem, decreased ability or confidence to solve problems. Last, emotional barriers.